embarrasses herself again.
What's poppin', y'all? Ruby Rose might have just said one of the dumbest things she's ever said ever since she got embarrassed on the timeline several years ago by Your Rage. If you guys are unfamiliar, in 2023, she posted a tweet that said, "Ready for Ramadan," with the prayer hands, and Your Rage would say, "You bent over covering your poom poom in your profile pic, talking about ready for Ramadan." And she would change her profile picture right after that. But she recently tweeted out and said, and
it's been this red circle ever since.
I think it'd be super beneficial to society if all the DL rappers and athletes came out. It's okay, Hart. And then somebody says, "Ruby, how the F would that contribute to society in any way, shape, or form?"
Yeah, what the fuck? So random.
And she says, "A lot of men look up to and idolize them, so it would influence them to be open with their sexuality and not live a closeted life." Well, first, this is one of the craziest moments of throwing stones.
Yeah, this is like some major unimproved noise today, chat. Shout out to D Green.
Weirdo.
Or rocks, living in a glass house. It's not even a glass house. It's a house of cards where you just gotta huff and puff. You don't even gotta huff and puff. You can just breathe. You can just exhale. Take a deep Wim Hof breath. Exhale, and the whole house will come crashing down because Ruby Rose is talking about this incident. And who could she be talking to about? Boston Richie. So Boston Richie is a rapper that recently...
Okay, now I'm seeing the connection. Okay, I didn't react to any of that Boston Richie stuff, but that was pretty insane. That was what was coming out. Are y'all familiar with that? Do y'all want me to react to that? Let me know.
Recently got exposed by his ex-girlfriend for a bunch of different things. First off, they broke up. He drops a song where he was dissing her, and she did not take too kindly to that. And when she heard about it happening, her name is Tatiana Chanel, who he allegedly met when she was 15, 16, because he posted her up with birthday candles celebrating her 18th birthday publicly. So he didn't just run into her that night, that's for sure. And it was like, "Hey, I've got the birthday sash. She's the birthday girl with her like 8 other friends on the strip in Las Vegas." Nah, that's not how he met her. So she says, "Drop that diss tonight, and I'm gonna drop these hashtag you gay rainbow emoji receipts tonight. Call my bluff. Ball in your court. You can't leave a man in peace. They want to send out your tapes and drop diss songs. Let that song drop tonight. The world gonna know what you like, and it ain't cat." She's talking about Pussycat Dolls, who they had a tour flop. Was that them, or was that somebody else? Yeah, they canceled their U.S. reunion tour. They said, "We're gonna do one show now."
So, chat, I heard about this situation, but is it true or is she just talking ish? That nigga swinging for the other team?
Wait, hold on. I know you guys usually skip this part of the video, but give me 1 second. I want to put you guys on real quick on a way to make some extra money that is 100% legit, and you can do it all from your phone. TesterUp is a platform that works with games to find new users just like you to test their games out. These apps and games are willing to pay new users to get on their platform because 9 times out of 10, they genuinely actually like playing the game. And the app in return ends up making money because you're playing the game that they paid you to play. I know that sounds a little bit too good to be true, but this is why I'm breaking it down for you so you understand the business behind it and how it works. TesterUp helps put money back in your pocket that these platforms are willing to pay for new users. So if you already like playing games on your phone, click the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. You're gonna make a free account. It's completely free to do, and you can start making $10 to $20 off of games that you already love playing. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, so it's full transparency here, but if you're dedicated enough and you like playing games on your phone, there's people already making hundreds of dollars as well. Again, it's completely free to try. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Check it out and make some extra cash.
Oh my goodness. So, damn, I thought I had that reference messed up, but I gotta trust myself a little bit more. But yeah, she would go on to expose him and say, "You gay. I told you don't speak on me knowing you had me cosplaying as a man in the bed. Must have thought I was joking this time. Keep my name out your mouth or I'ma drop the rest." And it says North Tallahassee, where he's from, August 29th, 2025. So this was a late summer. Summer in Florida. Oh my goodness. And yeah, so she would drop more proof, by the way, saying in the text where he posts that, and she says, "Can't be talking. I'm the one effing you, S-ing your nipples, playing with you behind," just all types of gay stuff. All type of ish, all weird ish, and you talking to me? Go have another do it F round and end up on the blogs. He
Oh!
says, I take care of you. It's a difference, and I'm not cap. What I talk about on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And
So he not even did. Oh! Damn. Yeah, I can't listen to that song no more. What was that? The Baby, Can You Help Me? Yeah, no. I'm taking that one out the rotation, man. Hell nah.
and then she posts that, and then it's a text between them. He says, Bae, you on the way? And she says, just got it. He's like, which number, Azel? Get here now. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. So this guy, he's straight up, there's no DL. This guy's just straight up gay. And Ruby Rose is saying, well, you know, he should just come out with it. Are you out of your mind? This guy, Boston Richie, he collected the 5 pieces. And what are the 5 pieces? So, number 1, he told, and he beat that. Number 2, all the snitching allegations happened. Number 2, he had like a he had some sort of RICO case. He beat that somehow, got out of jail. Number 3, he got outcasted from a lot of the collaborations with other gangster rappers. Like Future was tapped in with him in the beginning. He cut him off. That's number 3. He had the underage chick allegations. That's number 4. So he beat that one. I don't know.
This nigga's collecting the infinity stones of bullshit.
How he kept having a successful career.
Jesus.
And then he also got the DV allegations, which is on her. And that's all before DL. So we can even remove the Future one because we need to have 5. And then the 5th one is this one, the gay allegations. That's probably the one that's going to do him out. This guy collected the 5 pieces of Exodia. And
I ain't gonna lie. I went with the layup reference of, you know, the Infinity Stones, but this one is W ball knowledge. He pulled out the Exodia. Yu-Gi-Oh! If you know, you know. That was hard, Yasin. I like that. I'm actually going to put that in my bag. I'm not going to give you credit. I'm going to give you your flowers now. But the next time y'all hear me bring up Exodia, that's me. That's original. I'm stealing that.
Piece is him being on that Booty Warrior stuff. I think that's what's going to... You can't cope after that. If you're a fan of his. So 5 pieces of Exodia. This guy collected all of them. And if he still has a career after it, I don't know what to say. But he didn't address 99% of these other things. But he had to address this one. And I'm not even going to bother justifying or playing you guys anything that what he said. He said a nothing burger. He did not say anything that we were interested in hearing. But to Ruby Rose, well, the reason he's DL and the reason people are DL, celebrities and athletes, is because it harms them if they're public with it. And they probably like chicks too. So if Ruby Rose is, let's say Ruby Rose finds out that a guy that...
I will say, you know, regardless of all, like, how crazy it is and hearing this, it's their business, you know what I'm saying? If that nigga wants to do that sweet shit and hit the comfort of his own home, I mean, he's not obligated to make a public service announcement about it. So I will say that.
She likes is like a Boston Richie, and he
But the fact that, you know, I just got to double down because he did have some underage allegations. Now that I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's alleged, you know what I'm saying? But if he is doing that nigga needs to get dealt with, all right? Weirdo. Just got to put that out there because I don't want y'all to over here thinking that shit went over my head. I did hear that, though. And if that's facts, that nigga need to get dealt with, bro.
Likes to get down like that. She's going to say, oh, no, I'm not dealing with you. So now he loses his opportunity and access to a bunch of chicks. And he's not going to do that. And they're not going to keep looking up to him if he's on that type of timing. But the more important conversation, and the reason why I said the DL thing is the last piece of Exodia for this guy, because that's what Ruby Rose is talking about. And let's not mince words. She's talking about him exactly. She's not talking about the more important claim, which is, was he out there dating, quote unquote dating, was he out there grooming this chick or not? Because Ruby Rose, she should be more interested in that. Because
that's literally what I just said. It's like, all right, this nigga likes doing sweet shit behind closed doors. That's his prerogative. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. You know, am I co-signing it? I mean, nigga, live your life. I'm not we don't swing that way. You know what I'm saying? But live your life. That's cool. But all right, but now you over here grooming and messing with children? Weirdo. That's got to get dealt with. That I don't know why we care about. What are you doing? What?
A lot of girls look up to her. As a matter of fact, Ruby Rose is 27, 28. Tatiana Chanel, how old is she? She's 20 now. She was 18 when she first took a photo with Boston Richie, but right now she's 19, 20 years old. So that means when Ruby Rose was in her prime, if you want to call it that, when she was first blowing up, Tatiana Chanel was very young. She probably looked up to Ruby Rose. She was 10, 11, 12 years old. And what did she look up to Ruby Rose to do? Ruby Rose has got a lot of experience herself, being 15, 16, 17, involved with rappers 10 years older than her, which is not only illegal, but, you know, grimy. You could say that as well. And she was doing all of that. And on top of that, there's the DV, which is Boston Richie's ex. She shares evidence and says that she's showing all of these different photos, which I cannot show you guys those photos. She also says that in this one, she says, "Song still up. Let's start with this day when you kidnapped me, had me butt naked in a truck full of men while I was bleeding on my cycle, was free bleeding the whole." I don't even know what free bleeding is. I'm not going to look it up. I don't want to know.
It's already blurred YouTube. I'm going to just go ahead and put this disclaimer because I'm not playing with y'all. Human reviewers, YouTube, you see, it's completely blurred. And I'm going the extra mile. I'm covering it too, man. Stop playing. Well, this is we just looking this over. Analytic purposes, commentary. We're not co-signing. We don't like this stuff. We just talking about it. And you can't see nothing.
And you took me from Orlando all
Ray
the way to
Charles to the
Alabama.
bullshit.
This guy really was cross-country trapping, by the way. This guy would drive from Florida to California with packs before he even blew up. Yeah, back and forth. And I don't care. What is he going to say? Oh, you telling on me? What are you talking about? I'm telling on you. We got footage of you in there. And you got bigger problems to worry about if he's talking about me telling on him. Anyways, that's in his past. I think it's past statute of limitations when he was doing that, too. Don't ask me how I know. Sources trust me, bro. Couldn't call the police because your friends were patrolling me. And I was only able to take these photos quickly because you fell asleep. Every gas station stop, you would hold me down because I was trying to bang on the windows and scream to get help. Posting the rest soon. 8-hour drive naked in a car full of men. So he was beating the hell out of this chick. And she was also talking about how she was talking to like 10, 15-year-olds that were involved with him. I think that's cap. I think it was probably 3 17-year-olds, which it doesn't make it much better, but she didn't need to exaggerate it. Ruby Rose should be talking about that. Yeah. She should be talking about, she was the one that girls looked up to. This girl probably looked up to Ruby's lifestyle. She followed Ruby. And now look what she ended up. She's ended up getting beat up. She's ended up getting groomed into the industry. She ended up having to do some weird... This isn't even freaked out. She ended up having to traumatize herself, cosplaying as a man, bending a man over, pause, super... So now she gets turned into
crazy, bro.
Sexual behavior by this freakazoid.
I can't even believe what I just heard, man. So crazy.
And that's because she looked up to Ruby Rose. So rappers looking up to each other, or people looking up to rappers, and like DL is the problem. Like, no, they should stay DL, actually. Protect us. I didn't need to know this about Boston Richie. Yeah. And Ruby Rose, like I said, she is a house of cards. Because this girl is a product of a Ruby Rose economy. Because who else was running the game like Ruby Rose? And who else was young running the game as in like these chicks? Maybe Ari you could say too. But Ari, all the guys that she was with, she was grown when she was with them. And the guys were grown. This girl, unfortunately, she is forever scarred. Because yeah, she can try to play it off like, oh yeah, you know, I was just there to get the bag. What are you talking about? Number one, if that's what you're thinking, somebody had to teach you that. And number two, this girl is traumatized and she will probably never recover from all of the experiences that she had with Boston Richie. Not just the physical harm that he caused her, the mental and torturous harm, but the freaked out stuff that he had her doing. And that's only the tip of the iceberg.
Nah, facts. No, this nigga needs to go to jail, bro. Straight up. Let's call a spade a spade. This nigga's disgusting, bro. This nigga's disgusting because the shit that she's scarred now. She's like, yeah, she's of age now, but she just went through all that. She probably don't even realize how that shit fucked her up in the head. How she ever gonna be normal with another nigga after this? Nah. I'm not even joking, y'all. I'm dead fucking serious. Boston Richie, he need to get dealt with. He's one of them.
Weirdo.
We don't know what the hell else was going on in their relationship. So that's one thing that really bothers me, because it's like, Ruby Rose, if you want to do a favor, how about you come out and you start pointing out some people that were involved with you when you were younger? I think that you would be the starting domino for this to kick off. I mean, Tatiana Chanel, actually, she already kicked it off, and Boston Richie's a goofy, a moron for even attempting to diss this girl. Like, dog, you were donezo. You were on some, not David type timing, because that's another level. But the point is, she was holding your secrets, and she was holding you down after you choked her out. DV as well, by the way.
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas are just dumb. Again, I said this multiple times with the David situation, but it's like, on one hand, I just wish it never happened at all. But the fact that it did happen and then they move like this so stupidly, they get caught because they're literally just dumb. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comment section, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? My name is Whereyouatberto. Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction on Twitch. Link that's in the description. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look too easy.